So you probably clicked on this video for one of two reasons. Number one, you just got a brand new pair of trucks and the stock bushings in your trucks just feel really gross. Or number two, you've had some trucks for a really long time and the bushings are pretty much disintegrating and dying, and now your board is shaking like this. So the reason I'm actually making this video is because, as some of you know, I got some new independent mids, and I love independent trucks, but one thing that really sucks with independent trucks, in my opinion, is independent bushings. I just barely got these trucks, and check this out. So these trucks are probably 1 month old, and they're already shaking. The bushing just rattles. So your truck should not rattle like this, especially for trucks that are just a month old. And this is why I'm not a big fan of independent bushings, but I do love their trucks. And I do love these indie mids. So today I'm gonna show you how to swap out your independent bushings or whatever trucks that you have and put in Bones bushings, because I think they're the best bushings. But more than just showing you how to replace your bushings, I'm also going to do tricks with the old bushings and get a feel for them, and then switch over to the new bushings and let you know what I feel the differences are that I can notice from skating it. So if you like these videos and you want to support me, subscribing, liking, and commenting is really the best thing that you can do. Also, if you want to buy some Friday merch, the link will be in the description if you want to buy a hoodie. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get some warm-up tricks in the old bushings, and then we'll go ahead and switch out the bushing, and we'll do some tricks in those and get a good feeling of what the differences are between bad bushings and good bushings. We got a decent warm up. It's time to put these bushings in. Alright, so to switch out your bushings, you need three things. You need your skateboard, you need some new bushings, and you need a skate tool. Once you got the skate tool, you're just gonna go and loosen that nut right there until it comes all the way off. You can see we're just gonna pull off. This is the independent bushing. We're gonna pull this out just like that. Now we're gonna open our new bushings. In these Bones bushings, it comes with instructions inside the packaging. So I ripped mine apart pretty brutally, but if you're careful, you can just read these instructions. So this might be different because I'm using indie mids, but basically you're just gonna put a washer like that. You're gonna put a bushing. You may need to screw it on like this to get it to fit, but once it gets past the threads, it should just slip on. All right, we got it. Basically, you're just making a cake. You got the top washer, and then you put the bushing, and then you're gonna put that onto the truck hanger. And then you're gonna take another bottom bushing and you're gonna have to twist that on to get it into place. Then you're just gonna finagle it back into place, get the hanger and the pivot cup, and then just trying to push everything till it sits right. Once you've got it back in place, you can take your skate tool and start tightening it down. All right, and there you go. This is the finished product. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side off camera, and then we'll get to skating, test these out, and I'll let you know if there's a difference between the independent bushings and the Bones bushings, and whether or not you should spend your money to get after stock bushings. All right, so we got the other bushing in, so this is what they look like. Keep in mind, I do have an indie mid, so they have an inverted kingpin, so it's gonna be a little bit different for regular trucks, but you get the concept. It's pretty simple. Just pull out that kingpin, swap them out. I have a feeling that these new bushings are gonna be, let's go ahead and try them out. Right off the bat, skating these bushings, they already feel way more stable and they're super quiet. My independent bushings were so loud when I turned. It was squeaking so bad. All right, let's go ahead and get some tricks in these bushings so that we can compare and figure out if it's worth your money to get new bushings now that you already know how to replace them. So easy. Okay, let's get some tricks. It's the next day. Last night I just ran out of sunlight, so the clips were looking really gross, so I decided to just wait and finish this video today. So we got our new Bones bushings. Go ahead and get some clips on yonder box. You. Alright, so I skated those new bushings for probably like the last 2 hours. Normally I don't skate this long, but I wanted to get some harder tricks today, and I gotta tell you, these bushings held up super well. There's just something about the Bones bushings that feel stable throughout the entire range. All the other trucks I have feel comfortable in the middle, but then when you go out to the side, they feel like they just kind of drop off. Whereas with the Bones bushings, I feel like it is stable and smooth through the whole range of motion. The other thing about Bones bushings is they don't feel like they need any time to break in. At least for me, I skate the Bones mediums, and just as soon as I put them in, they felt perfect, ready to skate. And honestly, they just keep feeling that way as you skate through them. At the end of the day, it's the skater that does the tricks, not the equipment. But if there's one thing that's going to absolutely change the way you feel on your skateboard, it's actually going to be the bushings. It seems counterintuitive because it's one of the smallest pieces on your skateboard and largely goes unnoticed. But when you get a pair of Bones bushings or afterstock bushings that you really like, it's honestly hard to skate stock bushings again because they just feel so cheap. So before I end the video, I wanted to put these bushings to one final test. One trick that I think looks cooler than almost any other trick is a backside flip. I've thought this for a long time, and I've been able to do crappy backside flips for a really long time, and recently I've been wanting to learn how to do them properly. So today I'm gonna do a trick challenge and try to tough it out and learn how to do a good backside flip. We'll see how it actually turns out, but thankfully these bushings are super stable, which really helps give me confidence to try new tricks. So hopefully I can get this backside flip.
Sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing parts. They just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the lower, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark. Maybe just a better kind of bitter.
Guys, that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the videos I make and you want to support me, you can subscribe, like, and comment. It's honestly the best thing that you can do. Another way to support me is to buy a Friday hoodie. So the link will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching, for subscribing, for supporting, and I'll see you guys in a couple days.